We didn't get back to mine until just past 8. By the time we got back, my mom and Mamoru were just about to go to bed. Natsuki stayed up for a little bit longer after they'd gone up to bed. Regardless, I just ended up taking Monika up to my room. Okay. This music... Wasn't this like from a song? No, this was from a song. But I forgot what song. You don't have to run. Know the truth. Now that I know the truth. Or maybe was it later? I don't know. Or maybe it was earlier. But that's like from a I feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I don't know. I should. Regardless, I just ended up taking Monika up to my room. After spending the most part of a day out together, the pair of us just wanted to rest. We ended up laying on my bed, wrapped in each other's arms. But neither of us are tired. Whether it's excitement, something not wanting this night to end, or something else entirely, I don't know. Whatever it is, I would love to do this all again. Hey Jasmine, what time is it? Using my free arm, I grabbed my phone and turned it to my face before turning on the screen. Thankfully, I remembered to turn my brightness down, not to turn on the brightness. About 10 to 10. I looked back to Monika. You wanna head to bed? Not yet. But there's something else I wanna do. Monika ends her sentence by looking me dead in the eye with a lustful smile. It doesn't take me too long to figure out what she wants. I might be occasionally dense, but I'm not a complete idiot. My face flushes red. Before I can get a word out, Monika runs a finger down my chest and all the way to my waistline, causing my blood to frantically rush between my face and groin. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a while. Monika wriggles from my grasp and climbs on top of me. Consent! My heart begins to pound harder than ever before. As Monika's hand grips the sides of my t-shirt, my hands find their way onto her thighs. Are you sure you want to do this? I'm sure. But I don't want to force you into doing it if you're not ready. Thank you. Monika, I am ready. I can't remember if I bought any condoms. I partially muttered that to myself. To be completely honest, I didn't think she would make it this far. We would? She would? We would. I didn't even think of that. I then moved my left arm and rested my hand on Monika's cheek. We could always cut instead if you prefer that. She lets out a flustered giggle. I mean... Maybe we don't have to use protection. No, you're in high school. Use protection. Please. Like, I'm only for a few times every year. You're fair. You better use protection, especially while you're in high school. Because unless there's like a specific condition, chances are you will very likely be able to get pregnant. Obviously, not always. But when exactly the time is not always predictable, even with the technology of today. My eyes widen and all the blood in my body rushes down south. I focus on her eyes, giving her a look seeming to ask if she's sure. And as she can read my mind, she gives me a reassuring nod. Monika, please, use protection. Don't risk it. I chuckle as I return my hand to her thigh. You're bloody crazy sometimes, you know that? I give Monika's thighs a gentle squeeze, causing her to moan softly. She then returns the favor by resting her hand on my crotch. With a brief smirk, Monika wordlessly pulls herself towards me and locks lips with me once again. It doesn't take me long to reciprocate her kiss. We cling desperately to each other as we swap spit. Once more, the world around us fades away, so that only us two remain. I caress her all over as if my hands have become sentient. Monica's soft moans fuel her passion as she tugs at my shirt, all while she pulls us onto the bed. We temporarily break from the kiss so I can take my shirt off. Monica also takes the time to take her top off, leaving her chest covered by a black bra. Once we go back to kissing each other, I attempt to also take her bra off. I fumble with the hooks in it back, but Monica eventually takes the lead and takes it off herself. You're stupid. She then starts to slide her skirt down. Reading the signals that she's giving, I start to slide my pants off. It's a bit of a difficult process with Monica still being beneath me, but I'm soon able to get my jeans off. My boxers proved to be a little harder to take off, but thankfully Monica's able to take them from around my knees. I then open my eyes as break from the kiss once more, taking a much needed breather. I'm not saving that. As my vision clears up, I take a moment to gaze at the beauty in front of me. There's something about that look in her pretty green eyes. Something about that lustful spark in them, and something about her in general. It's intoxicating. Borderline addictive. And something I could never have imagined experiencing in a long time, if ever. Through a thick crimson veil, she gives me a playful smirk. What are you waiting for? Her indication is made clear by this sultry tone to her voice. I move myself slightly so that my throbbing member is at her entry, planting my hands firmly at both sides of her. I can't imagine that being very pleasurable. Like, there's a reason why people tend to advocate for foreplay. She hums softly, giving me a small nod to tell me to carry on. I then bite my lip as I slide myself deeper inside her. She lets out a soft, pleasure-filled moan as our bodies readjust to this new sensation. I grip tightly onto her bedsheets as I gradually start to thrust. And the more I thrust, the louder and more passionate Monica's moans become. Honestly, I feel like that would honestly be, like, unrealistic even. The longer the night goes on, the more fiery our shared passion becomes. I can't hide that I've been wanting this for a while, but knowing that the same desire is mutual makes it that more tender. With every kiss, every moan, every thrust, and every cry of passion, it feels like Monica and I are closer than ever before. Jeez, that is such a boring sex life. Like, I don't expect it to be BDSM, but something more than just than just the thrusting. Like, the majority of my friends who do have a sex life don't do, like, a lot of BDSM, but still, there is more you can do than this. The night just melts away into a flurry of love, desire, as well as passion. One that I doubt ever one of us will forget. We will ever forget. Yeah. Go away. Thank God Natsuki didn't come in on that. That's what I want to say. Not Sayori. Oh, jeez. Poor Sayori. I feel the early morning sun against my eyelids. I groan in my sleep and stir a little bit. As I stir, feel Monica rub her head against my bare chest as she holds me a little tighter. 5 more minutes, babe. I smile sleepily as I pull her closer to me. To say last night felt amazing would be one hell of an understatement. I don't know. I feel like it would just be boring. And honestly, if there was no foreplay, I can't imagine it being that exactly pleasurable. But I don't know. I don't have too much of a sex life myself, so I can only rely on what I've heard from others. But we were sure as hell worn out by the end of it. Yeah. By the time we had gone to sleep, it had just gone well past midnight. In all fairness, we were both tempted to skip school just to have some more time together. I'm mostly tempted to take her up on that idea. Fortunately, we were woken up by the sound of loud knocks at my bedroom door. We rolled up in shock at the sound on the other end of the door. "Oi, lovebird! Wake up! You're gonna be late!" As soon as we announced going downstairs, Monica practically leaps out of bed. I hear a rifle through her bag, I'm guessing for her uniform. Just gotta go to the bathroom to get dressed. She sounds completely embarrassed. As soon as the door closes, I open my eyes and get out of bed. I go to my closet to get my uniform. Before I get dressed, though, I quickly spray myself with deodorant. After getting dressed and making sure all my books are in my bag, I head downstairs. Head straight for the kitchen to make myself some toast. Whether I'm late or not, I need something to eat. As soon as I put the bread into toast, I hear Natsuki half behind me. I turn and see her looking both tired and pissed. Oh boy. Morning, Natsuki. I make a tired smile as I nervously greet her. Do you realize just how fucking loud you two were? Blunt as always. And if waking me up once wasn't bad enough, you went at it again and woke me up a second time. What seems like the millionth time, a rather thick layer of crimson lace claimed to my face. Okay, last night is mostly a blur, so that wouldn't be exactly implausible. Seemingly annoyed by my confusion, Natsuki grabs me by the shoulders and shakes me. I woke up at 3:30 in the fucking morning because you pair thought, we can't go for a round two. Whoa, chill out. No, I have no intention on chilling out. I've already down to 2 energy drinks because of you two. And I know even that's not gonna keep me up. Wait, the ones in the fridge? Nah, those were mine. Well, you certainly didn't need them last night. Whilst the mostly light-hearted exchange of words, the worlds between us are changing. Words between us goes on, the scent of burnt toast starts to travel up my nose. I hurriedly get the now blackened toast out and butter it. It's far from ideal, but I suppose it's gonna have to do. As I start eating, I hear footsteps coming downstairs. Given how Mom and Momori would have already left for work, the only person it could be is Monica. I decide to go see her. Morning. Jasmine, I need you to look at something. You feeling okay? She sounds worried. Yeah, I'm fine. But I think when we were, I think you did something. Okay. Where should I look? Oh, she got a hickey, I suppose. Monica simply turns and points to the back of her neck. I get close and look around to see what she's on about. My eyes start all around until I spot a deep red mark just in between the side of her collar and her ear. I rub my finger against it and I feel teeth marks. For example, at least it wasn't completely boring, I suppose. Not something I imagine myself being the fan of, but there are people who enjoy that type of stuff, so. As long as it doesn't leave any lasting injuries and both parties consented, I'm fine with this. Did I buy... I speak without thinking. Natsuki slowly bursting into laughter from the kitchen. Oh my... I'm so sorry, Moni. Well. So, Monica, how does it feel having a vampire for a boyfriend? Monica stays silent and doesn't make eye contact with either of us. Monica, it was only a joke. Let's just go. Monica leaves without another word. Is she worried about the others, making even more, gossip about it? Or, her father finding out? Did I upset her? I don't know if I can give a straight answer to that. She just got a lot on her mind. I gotta catch up with her. Concern building in my mind, I run after Monica. I doubt the whole vampire dig upset Monica, but I can't help but think something did. It's lunchtime. Normally I'd be spending it with Monica, but I've not seen her all morning. I even tried calling her in between classes, only for it to ring before it went to the answer machine. Sure, I was concerned this morning. Now I'm starting to get worried. Even as I go through the cramped corridors, I still see no sign of her. Eventually, though, I spot someone who might have seen her. I pick up my speed. Oh, hey, Jasmine. You wouldn't have seen Monica around, would you? I stop dead in my tracks. You haven't seen her? Not since she stormed out of PE, no. She what? My heart sinks. What? What happened? Well, we were in the changing rooms and everything was kinda normal at first. Like, I'm not expecting you to know how girls act, but sometimes it can get pretty toxic in there. Well, yeah, it can. Although I've not heard better from the boy. I have heard very bad stories from the boys' changing rooms as well. And, well, today Monica got caught up in it. How so? Because of the hickey, probably. Or like, not the hickey, the bite mark, I suppose. I've got the feeling that anything I could possibly hear will enrage me. I breathe slowly to calm myself in preparation. Gal keeps her voice low enough for me to hear. To make an overly long story short, 2 of the bitchier girls in the class spotted those few marks you left on Monica. And they just started saying all sorts of shit to her. Just imagine what you've heard people call each other in the school. Take that and chuck it out the window, 'cause from the way Kao described it, mate, they bloody tore into her. And into you as well, by the sounds of it. I feel breathing starting to quicken. They didn't even have to say any of what those 2 girls had said to Monica, but my mind's already making sure to come up with possibilities. My chest tightens. Ryuji looks over to me. In his eyes, there lays a layer of concern that I've rarely ever seen from him, if ever. Hey, you feeling okay, Jasmine? I shakily nod. Yeah, I'm fine. I think I just need some air. I'm lying through my teeth. If you 2 do see Monica, just let her know I've tried calling her. I'm just really worried about her. Jasmine, of course we'll let her know. I nod silently, thanking them both before I head off. I turned on my heel and started making my way towards the roof. Maybe Monica's gone up there during my time downstairs. Either way, it gives me time to work on the poem I didn't get to finish last night. I'm assuming this is Monica. After the bell rang, I unlocked the cubicle I was in and stepped out. I'd calmed down from my initial breakdown. I've not been talked to like that from anyone in school in a long time, especially not to that degree. It was worse enough than them trying to make me seem like some slut that can't keep her legs shut. But when they brought Jasmine to the equation, I couldn't stand for that. In a way, I feel like what they said about him hurt me more than what they said about me. Have I grown numb to being talked down to? If I had, though, would I have been crying for the last God knows how many minutes? I take one look at myself in the mirror. Jasmine would be happier without you. You can't keep hiding everything from him. You'll end up letting everything slip out eventually. You're too fucked up for someone like him. My heart aches as I mutter to myself. As much as I want to deny it, I can't help but feel it might be true. I know Jasmine's been hurting. I can tell by the look in his eyes, and I haven't done a single thing to do anything about it. Maybe if he was with one of the others, he wouldn't be worrying so much. Maybe they was right about me not having a clue what I'm going to do with my life. Maybe I should have... I'm snapped back to reality by the sound of footsteps coming down the hall. And those footsteps are accompanied by voices that I can't quite make out. Just in case they're coming here, I return to my cubicle and lock the door. My breath slows as I hear the door open. And don't even get me started on Sadako. That bitch looks like she just crawled out of a fucking well. Great. One of them is the same girl. One of them is one of the same girls from me. I try my hardest to keep silent as they continue the conversation. Well, not a conversation, more of a vehicle for them to degrade other students. how it's not too long until something they say catches my attention. So, Yuki called me the other day. Oh yeah? What'd she want? Nothing much. I thought I'd tell her about her being her... About her being her... Tell her about her ex, though. Jasmine? Yeah. She said either Monica's standards are non-existent or she's desperate. Oh, she's desperate, alright. I can feel my blood starting to slowly boil. Did you know that she let Jasmine bite her? The second girl scoffs. You serious? Yep. There's one on her neck, and one on her back, and one on her arm. Okay, that means Monica probably was into it. They're permit cunts, aren't they? I wanted to say something, but oh right, the only thing that there's kind of a hint to what she might be into is sort of like more cutesy things. In Act 3, is that I've heard a lot of people talk about how she actually genuinely might like war. You know, this like war. Because of that with the I think it was discussing how plants are spicy or something. But it seemed more like a joke, but some people genuinely took it as she likes war. And I feel like, honestly, compared to biting, although biting isn't everyone's thing, biting is probably, from what I can tell from my life on the internet, is that biting appears to be more accepted than war. They could have used that here too. I don't know how they would have done it, but I'm sure there would have been some way they could have been great. I grimace internally. I despise that word. Someone's in the hall. Okay, I think the people in the hall are gone now. No, I still hear them. Okay, they took fairly long, but the door in the hall just closed, so I feel like I can speak now. A second. I despise that word. Oh, they're... Oh, wait, which voice was it? Oh, they're all over each other. Wouldn't be surprised if he's already knocked her up. I let out a small sneeze and the conversation falls dead silent. I hear footsteps approaching the cubicle and my heart goes into overdrive. There's then a quick burst of knocks on the cubicle door. Is somebody in there? I stay silent. Another couple of knocks follow. Still we don't budge. The knocks then become quicker and more aggressive in tone. A brief whimper breaks my silence. Oh shit! I Then hear some murmuring from the other side. Oh, Monica! She speaks in an eerie, almost sing-tone voice, probably even more. Oh, Monica! Could you be a sweetheart and please open the door? I shudder at the thought. Eventually, though, the bathroom door opens. We were just leaving. Yeah. Sure you were. The other girls leave. For the first time, it feels like the long couple of minutes in my life. I breathe. Almost immediately following that, there's another knock at the door. Monica, I know you're in there. After taking a moment to myself, I finally unlock the door. I take a good long look at Katanoa. She probably thinks I look like a mess. How'd you know I'd be here? After you didn't show up for class, I figured you had to be somewhere. And by the way, by the looks of it, it's a good job I came here first. You look frightened. I am. When one of the girls who slut-shamed you in front of at least half of our classmates talks shit about you, calls you and your boyfriend all sorts of horrible things. Only then to try get you out of your hiding to do who knows what. Then yeah, it's kinda hard not to be. Christ. There's a bit of silence between us. My breathing is slow, deep, and shaky. Jasmine doesn't need this. It's better without me. My voice breaks and tears start to form in my eyes. Monica, what are you on about? From what you've told me and what I saw yesterday, Jasmine cherishes you. I know he does. And that's why it's killing me to see him hurting because of me. He has to live with the knowledge my dad puts me down every single chance he gets. He has to put up with me every time I break down. I almost ruined one of his friendships with one of the other club members because I let myself become a paranoid, jealous bitch. And he's nothing but sweet and patient with me, and I'm just piling all this shit onto him with no consideration. He doesn't deserve any of this. I can't hold it back anymore. I let all my tears out. Monica. But another word, Katanoa pulls me into a tight embrace. I put my face on her shoulder and just let everything out. I don't even care that my throat starts to ache. I just keep crying. But in spite of that, Katanoa stays here, trying her best to comfort me. How she's able to do this is beyond me. Monica, everything's gonna be okay. No, it's not! I'm just gonna let everyone down. Everyone just holds me so highly. You're not what people say you are. But that's a good thing. No one's perfect. That's what makes us human, after all. She pats my back. Once more there's silence between us. But Katanoha eventually starts talking again. I don't want to sound like I'm being mean, but have you ever considered seeing a therapist? I nod against her shoulder. I'm petrified though. We'll all be here for you. Me, Kaho, Jasmine, the literature club. We'll all be here. My breathing starts to calm down. I eventually break away from Katanoa. Thank you. I think I really needed to let off some steam. I then look at the tear stains I left on Katanoa's blazer. Sorry about the blazer. Hey, don't sweat it. I'll wash it out. You're more important than some crummy old blazer. The pair of us laugh. After everything that had just happened, this is a much welcomed relief. If you want, we can always see about you staying in one of the staff rooms until the end of the day. Yeah, I think I'd like that. The pair of us finally leave the bathroom and start heading for the staff rooms. Another school day drags to its end. During second break, though, Katanoha did eventually come find me and let me know that she found Monica. But, much like Natsuka had yesterday, she told me to keep an eye on her. I swear, the more I hear that phrase, the more my concerns will grow. Then again, they're already at an all-time high. The longer I walk through these borderline identical halls, the thoughts of what happened continue to plague my mind. However, I soon bump into someone. Sorry I didn't see you there. My voice has a slight quiver to it. No, Jasmine, you don't need to apologize. Have to. After collecting myself, Yuri looks at me. You're right, Jasmine. You seem lost. Just tell her the truth, Jasmine. I'm worried about Monica. I've not seen her since this morning. And that's what happened earlier. I shake my head. I know it's not your business. I don't even know why I said anything. No, it is my business. Both you and Monica are my friends. Of course I'm going to want to make sure you're okay. I did overhear what happened with Monica and really hope she's okay. No one's tried studying on you, have they? Oh, starting, okay. Besides the weird looks, not really. Although Natsuki did call me a vampire this morning, but that was before any of this happened. How did Monica respond to that, if you don't mind me asking? She did get upset, but I can't tell if that was because the joke or something else. Yuri thinks for a moment. Do you think she'd be at the clubroom by now? If she's not left yet, then probably. I go to walk down, but I quickly turn back to Yuri. Could you come down with me? She sounds shocked. Are you sure you wouldn't rather be left alone? I'm positive, Yuri. Besides, after the day, I could do with the company. If you insist. She gives me a warm smile. We then start walking down to the clubroom. It doesn't take us long to get to the clubroom. As soon as we step in, I spot Monica by the front desk. Almost immediately, I drop my bag off by the door and rush over to her. Oh, hey, Jasmine! What's up? I wrap my arms tightly around her, taking her by surprise. I hide my face against Monica's shoulder. I've missed you so much. I'm trying so hard not to break down in front of her, especially with Yuri being in the room as well. Monica then puts her arms around me, but stays silent. I've tried calling you. Why didn't you tell me what happened? I didn't want you to see me in the state I was in. Why not? Did you think that I'd think less of you? Sorry. I look up at her, my eyelids stamp. My heart sinks as she nods in response to my question. I know it sounds stupid, but there's a small part of me that's scared that you do. Moni, look at me. Her emerald eyes sparkle in spite of her tears. Nothing could ever make me think less of you. I promise you that. Monica then holds her head against my shoulder. Rather than crying though, she exhales and relaxes her body. I'm with you because I love you, Monica. Nothing's gonna change that. Ever. Monica pulls away from me and wipes her eyes. You mean it? Always will. Monica wraps her arms around me once more, this time wearing a relieved smile. I then turn my head to look to the rest of the club, standing at the back of the room. They're just standing, seemingly focused on mine and Monica's embrace. How long have you lot been standing there? Long enough. Should we stop or... Nah! This is actually pretty cute. I hear Monica gently hum in my ear. Even if we don't do any club stuff, I'm just glad to be surrounded by my closest friends and girlfriend. We didn't end up sharing poems at all today. Given how Monica had been feeling, we decided it would be better to relax. Monica took the chance to de-stress, Sirenowski decided to start a new manga, and you and I were able to continue the book we were reading. Nowski even apologized for the remark she made this morning. But, by the sounds of it, it wasn't a joke that upset Monica. For the first time, all 5 of us decided to leave together. When we got to my street, Sayuri gave us all a hug before heading inside her home. Natsuki said she'd meet me inside, so now I'm left outside with Yuri and Monica. Right. Yuri's now the only one that's like much further away. And Monica is also a little bit further away, but her stuff is probably still there. I'll text you when I get home, Jasmine. Oh no, she isn't. No, she isn't. Her stuff isn't. Talk to you soon. I give Monica a quick kiss before she starts walking home. See you tomorrow, Yuri. See you later. I smile to myself as Monica slowly disappears into the distance. It's always nice to see you two being as close as you are. You two are one of the sweetest couple I've ever seen. Oh, you're too kind. I look back down the street and feel an overwhelming sense of dread shoot down my spine. I just get this feeling that something bad's gonna happen. How so? I sigh. I don't know. It's just a feeling. Just out of curiosity, how long have you had this feeling? For a while. I close my eyes tightly as I think of anything else I could say. Everything that I can think of, though, I can't bring myself to say any of it. Okay, it made sense. How can I expect anyone to help me when I can't even tell them what's wrong with me? I rest my hand on my forehead and squeeze it in frustration. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little bit of a headache. To be fair, that is at least half through. Through? True. I suppose in that case I should let you rest for a bit. Besides, today's been stressful enough as is. You don't need me to exacerbate that for you. Yuri, if anything, you helped me get some of what's been bothering me out of my system. I have? In that case, if there's anything bothering you, and you feel okay with talking about it, I'm always available if you need someone to listen to. Only if you want to, of course. I'm not trying to push you. I'd be more than happy to take you up on that. Only when you're ready, though. There's a mutual sense between the two of us. It only lasts for a few seconds before Yuri starts to turn back. See you tomorrow, Jasmine. See ya, Yuri. Yuri starts walking back home, a quickened pace. In a quickened pace? I do notice a slightly flustered smirk on her face. Regardless of that, I do find it pretty sweet of her that she's offered to listen to me. I just hope she wouldn't judge either me or Monica for any of it. Feeling a slight bit better, I step back inside. I am taking a slower walk back home than usual. I end up taking a slower no, I thought for a moment I did this with the slower walk back. Was my mistake, but I do think there are a few confusing words in there. Anyway, we're back to Monica. I did also stop by a small cafe around the corner of Jasmine's to get a coffee. After everything that happened today, it was a much needed boost. Eventually, though, I come up to my house and my heart immediately sings. What's that guy doing here so early? I gulp. If he sees the marks Jasmine left, he'll kill me. I slowly approach my house and enter. I shut the door as quietly as possible. Almost instantly, though, Dad calls out from the living room in his usual gruff tone. Monica, there's a letter for you in here. A letter? That's odd. I wasn't expecting anything. I just noticed there's like these chibis here. Why is there a Yuri picture? Monica, why is there a picture of Yuri in here? Like, this is like referring to the third eye, and this is like the cute little chibis. But why is like Yuri's picture in here? If that is intended to be Yuri, it could be another character. But just with the chibis down here, it feels like it would be an Easter egg, but I don't know. Wait, Yuri. I see that sitting down, looking directly at me. On the table there lays a brown envelope cleared with my name. What are you waiting for? It's right here. Right there. I roll my eyes and pick up the letter. I look on the back for a return address. New York. I look at that, quite confused. Open it. I slowly tear the envelope open, wary of its contents. As soon as I get the letter out, I start to read my own I start to read and my confusion only grows. We would like to congratulate you on your conditional offer for the International Business course at the University of New York. I never applied for. It then hits me as the pieces slowly start to fit themselves together. I then slowly turn to face Dad, my face contorted by sheer disbelief. Did you do this? He takes a moment to answer, giving me a flat and emotionless smirk. It had to be done. What do you mean it had to be done? Dad continues to smirk with a looming aura of cold indifference. Originally I was going to send you to Tenji, but I figured you'd only want to leech off your family if you stayed here. Leeching? What the fuck are you going on about? Also, did you forget I've got friends here, let alone a boyfriend? That icy gaze pierces mine. First of all, what's your damn language in my house? Second, what gave you the slight impression that I give a shit about your friends? Besides, that little boyfriend of yours is the reason you've been acting up, isn't he? I shake my head, increasingly getting angrier. Don't bring Jasmine into this. Why not? You brought him into this. It's pathetic how much you suck up to him. And for what? Are you that desperate to be a do-nothing housewife? And for some bastard that quite obviously has no ambitions? Yeah, you two are definitely perfect for each other. My breathing grows harsh and my heart is pounding. I can't believe how little shame he has. You're calling Jasmine the bastard? Try looking at the fucking mirror! I make a point of staring directly at him. Dad just stands there, a look of pure hunger in his eye. Before I can say anything else, I turn around and head straight for the front door. Before I can make it to the front door, Dad follows me and locks the door. Just where do you think you're going? Far away from you. Where else could I possibly be trying to go? I'm still in disbelief that you thought it'd be okay to go behind my back and forge an application just to get rid of me. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Dad just laughs. He keeps taunting me, getting increasingly closer. Monica, please. Even if you did go to the police, do you really expect them to believe you? Someone who's been hopped up on antidepressants and fuck knows how much other medication for years now? Do you honestly expect him to believe someone like that? Don't you go there! It's telling you how you didn't deny it. I go to walk upstairs. I don't need to take any more shit from anybody. Least of all from him. I take my phone off my blazer pocket. As soon as I turn though, Dad raises his voice. What the hell is that on your neck? Oh no. I'm in shock. I turn back to face him, releasing my grip on my phone as I do. Collides with the stairs screen first. I hear him walk closer to me. Did you seriously let him bite you? What is wrong with you? I'm done with this. I'm done with him. I need to leave, but I'm sure as hell not going to leave without a fight. Coming from the man that beats his wife, I'll take that as a compliment. That grabs me by the shoulders and pins me against the wall, forcing me to look at him. Don't you dare talk to me like that! Why not? You said 4 words to both me and Mom. And what Jasmine and I get up to isn't really your business. Always a stream of defiance I've only ever thought of. I kind of find it funny you've been all worked up over my relationship. Why? Are you jealous that I found someone that's shown me more love in a few months than you ever have in 18, almost 19 years? I don't have anything to be jealous of. What is there to be jealous over? He's just as stupid and naive as you are. Of course you'd say that. If I were you, I'd be embarrassed. Actually, no, scratch that. I would be fucking ashamed of myself. The force from the hit sends me sliding down against the wall and onto the stairs. In that moment, everything falls deadly silent. I put my hand up to cup my nose. Upon pulling back, my palm is now bloody. With the corner of my eye, I notice Dad unlocking the door. Where are you going? My voice cracks. In comparison, his tone is razor sharp. I'm going to get your mother. Before I go, I'll leave you with this. Either you accept the conditional offer, or we'll carry on from there. Hell, maybe we can even forget about this little scuffle. Or you can tell them you're not interested. But if you do that, you're on your own. You don't have anything left here. As Dad unlocks the door, I think over his proposal. 2 paths, and both of them lead to nothing but hurt. I could easily call his bluff, but do I really want to risk that? My voice shaky. I ask him one last thing. Why did you even have me? You clearly couldn't give a damn about me. So why? Can you at least answer that? Monica, your mother's the one who wanted a child, not me. So, at least you now know where you got your stupidity from. That's a plus, I suppose. My heart just stops as the whole world falls silent once more. His bronze was cold and to the point. As soon as Dad leaves and locks the door, I try to hold my tears back from pouring out. No matter how hard I try, though, they don't relent. Like a waterfall, they pour at a breakneck pace. I hold my head in my hands and simply scream into them. For the second time today, I find myself a broken mess. The harder I cry, the more my throat hurts. Maybe he's right. It would be better if I wasn't here. I would be happy without having to put up with me. But no matter what my mind tells me, only one person sticks out. Jasmine. The one I've hurt the most. Also the one I care about just as much. He didn't do anything to deserve the stress he's clearly been going through. I can't keep dragging him along with me like this. I can't keep dragging myself through this. I move my hands away from my face, them now being coated in tears and blood. I'm so sorry, Jasmine. I burn my face once more and start to sob. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.